How does your home page make your visitor feel? Remember this one word, compelling. The question is, how can you make your website more compelling? A great deal of this can happen because of your content. The question is, how can you write the kind of text that will make it persuasive to your prospects to want to stay around? In this section, we'll talk about how to write better and more compelling content. First, we need to define what a static web page is. A static web page is any page in a website that's stationary or fixed. In other words, the viewer can't change anything on it. This is why when we talk about your content pages, such as your About Me page, your testimonials page, your communities page, or other descriptive pages, they are static pages. In addition, the text on many of your pages can paint a picture and thereby be engaging. So what areas can we focus your content on? By using similar keyword phrases. Now, a keyword phrase is a search term that is typed into the search engine. Well, by doing this on several pages, you get multiple rankings on one search. For example, you may want to put your main keyword phrase of, let's say, Salt Lake luxury homes on the homes page. But why not embed it in the business climate, communities, cost of living, and accommodations pages? Remember that your visitor, when reaching your homes page, wants to read content of their interest, not yours. So focus on why they might want to move to your area and various amenities and benefits. In our sample page, you'll notice that the client wanted to make sure that their page got found under the words Hamptons Waterfront Homes. Note that this is an interior page that is always found on page 1, position 1 on Google because of its keyword density. In other words, it mentions the words Hamptons Waterfront Homes at least 7 times throughout the page. Other benefits to both the reader and to the major search engines is to provide the keyword phrase in both links and header formats. To understand why static pages are so powerful, we need to take a closer look at Google and their latest algorithm, Google Panda. If you know what Google Panda is, you can more easily get your website found at the top of the very highly coveted Google search pages. So let's take a look at Google Panda. Google's new Panda has sent shockwaves through the internet. Before you can figure out what you need to change, it's probably worth taking a look at what got devalued. There seems to be an emerging consensus. If a site's pages are thin and no content, or poor content, that has been copied from someplace else, chances are they lost some Google love. So what is Google looking to reward? Here's a list of defining characteristics for useful content. These include the ability to, and write these down, number 1, pass a human inspection. In other words, is it interesting to the human element? Number 2, not being a copy of another document. Number 3, is it ad heavy? Number 4, being well linked externally. Number 5, being created by a brand with a distribution channel that goes beyond the search engines. And number 6, not having a 100% bounce rate, followed by a click on a different search result for that same search query. Nevertheless, there are certain things you can do if the Panda took a swipe at your rankings. A telling quote from Google is this: "In addition, it's important for webmasters to know that low-quality content on part of a site can impact a site's ranking as a whole. Removing low-quality pages or moving them to a different domain could help your rankings for the higher quality content." Now remember, getting that higher quality content and getting ranked higher is also helping your public as well. The message for real estate agents is to be aware of congruence. If your viewer got to your website by searching for, let's say, Salt Lake Homes for Sale, and your content is all about yourself, not only will you be ranked low, but your content, if it's seen, will be frustrating to your viewers as it doesn't meet their request about Salt Lake Homes for Sale. The third thing that you can do to help boost your website according to Google Panda is to get involved in social media. This way, you're interacting with customers and potential customers outside of the searches. That's a good idea regardless of whether your Googles fell with a Panda update. With Facebook alone accounting for 1 out of every 10 page views in the U.S., social networking and social media is one part of the Internet that's here to stay. In summary, Google is now actually reading your content and asking itself, is this site congruent? You can answer this for yourself by looking at your domain name, website title, and content. Simply said, if your keyword phrases are in each area, you'll be deemed to be congruent. If not, you'll be deemed to be incongruent and will pay the price with lower rankings.